Hey folks, in today's video we're back with more high score Balatro. In this run, despite several weeks of bad-mouthing Invisible Joker during naneinf attempts, it showed up at multiple opportune moments, giving me enough copies of Blueprint and Brainstorm to break the scoring limit in Balatro. Enjoy the video. Surely nothing bad could happen to me by taking a reserved parking, right? Certainly never has in the past. Oh my god! There we go. Alright, it's already paid for itself. This Joker, man. There, holy, that was a good one. Alright, a chip Joker would go crazy. Like a scary face would be perfect. Okay, nice.
Well met.
Ominous, thank you for the 15. Might as well check for a red seal. Oh, that's a good one. Better than the 8 we had last time. Okay, I might need to throw one of these early, just to make sure we hit some aces, because that's how we actually score. There we go. Oh my god. It's actually some scoring. I shouldn't have bought it first though. Check for a purple. I don't need more red. Oh no. Surely there's a straight in here, right? Oh no. Stop it, man.
Well met.
I hate this boss. The 50-50 for this to be a queen, I think. No, I didn't think about the jacks. Oh my god. This boss is infuriating. 100. Oh my god, it was a 10. Just the worst possible outcome every single time. That was unbelievably unlucky. have no scoring. Jesus. Yeah, play this for the business card. I'm going to lose my mind. I have such a big hand size and so many discards, and I still can't hit a straight. At least the business card was kind to me there. All right. We've actually got something. Allegedly. Boss blind skip, not in a great spot. Like trying to balance the reserve parking, the business card, and the runner is just nightmarish. Early Ecto, I saw it could be no Ecto in the future. How's that? Do a quick Googling of independent events for me. Have a red seal. More hand size is good. Feel like this game has more bad luck than good luck. Luck is not an important consideration in this game. Yeah, it's some very early hand size. God, the voucher skips keep coming. I'm just broke and weak. Plus bald, plus ratio, or whatever. Bold Ops, thank you for the prime. Wow. Reserve parking showed up there. Another purple is nice to have. I'll take it. There's no guarantee that they... Business cards got me, right? Actually, it kind of did. Wonder how many times Roffle said luck doesn't matter because no one listens? I mean, it matters, just a lot less than people think. But also, a combination of new people entering the stream at all times and chatters coping too hard to like actually reflect on their decisions means that it'll just be something that I'll be shouting into the void for the rest of my life. There's only 1-3 in my deck. There's only 1-7 in my deck. It's a slightly better red seal. It's something. That's really something. Cool. Scary face would be helpful right now. Don't need a blue. Wrong hit. Unfortunate lack of faceless Joker value. Sure. Here. There we go.
Well met.
Candina, thank you for the 6. Need strengths. Need jokers that do something. No, one straight doesn't work. Send it. That's very good for me. I want this to be a scary face, but I still am afraid I need the scoring right now. Don't have great cards to cut here. It's like the 9 and nothing else. Reroll is not quite overstock, but still good. I'm gonna hold out hope for the scary face still. Very nice, rewarded. Goodbye. Nope, not you. There we go. Alright, we got some... Throw it on the pile. Got some okay scoring for the time being. Still maybe get some more chips here. Boss blind kind of annoying. It's too many tens. Streamer can't count to ace again. This is, what? 90? This is more. Rio is tempting. I think it's a little early for the mult pivot, though. Oops. That was dumb. Overstock before we get into endless finally. back fixing still. Huge. Do need to find an off-ramp into Molt, though. That's why we preserve our death. Sure. Jimbo pivot win? When chat comes up with an original joke, maybe. I wouldn't hold my breath. Death still in the Fool. Death in the shop. Can't hold my breath. How else would I breathe out of my mouth? Okay, we got one. We're back. Good job, chat. Why would I need Stuntman when I have Runner? Right, we get through in 200k, don't we? Whoops. Okay, I kind of need that voucher because we're still pretty weak for Endless. So let's get some money. That's so tough. That's funny. All right. Could be our pivot to Molts, especially with all of the red seals. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Thank you, runner, for your service. Hopefully this is well timed. I think it'll be fine though. Oh. Alright. Oh my god. Oh. That's really a shame. The timing is not ideal here. I would have liked to have been able to sell out of everything into that, but now it's just going to be a 2 out of 3, I think. Gibby, thank you for the super chat. Do I have the reroll voucher? I do not, so you're coming with me. Actually, no, you're not, because you're just getting sold for the invisible anyway.
Well met.
Voitoy, thank you for the 6. Yeah, let's check our boss blind at least. Okay, let's keep it then. Because that's not an ideal boss blind. Even early, it's still kind of a problem. We're still just trying to set up. Here. I'm not gonna roll because I have the invisible queued up. Here. Okay, might as well drop this here. It'll come back. Oh. That was a dumb roll, but I wanted to do it, and apparently I was rewarded for it. Yeah, let's rip the band-aid off, see what we get. Huge. It's now a world where we sell the blueprint. I don't know if it's a very common play, but it is a possible play. We're also just ready for an ecto, so we're looking hard for a Sixth Sense. This is the run where I got the hand size vouchers, yeah. Oh, that's a good voucher, especially after we just sold the Luchador. Spades don't matter. Egg. Really want a Sixth Sense right now is our main thing. I might make some more sixes even. I don't think we're quite in a spot where we want the golden ticket just yet. That's very good, though. We want to make sixes here anyway. Huge. Shoop. We're unfortunately still a little bit slow, but again, things can turn around quickly. We've just got a lot of work to do still. $20 is more than 9. Luchador is much less important now that we have the first reroll voucher at least. It's a nice death. I don't have seed money this time, do I? No. I don't need the blue seal. What am I doing? Oops. Could be an ecto in here, but there's not. Here. Very good. one 9 left. But we're not gonna find it. Sure, why not? E24 gives us a lot of space even without the mime and with 0 steel. Got our hand back. Should at least hold it to block. Sixes again. Very nice. Missed one. Really would like to find that 6 cents to make the ecto a little bit more likely. Also have not seen a single cola. At least not for a while. Could get the 3rd blueprint now. I don't think that's wise while we're setting up for the, I think I'll come back for the showman. It cost me too much money with the rebate. We would have sold the showman for that anyway. Would you rather have DNA or rebate right now? DNA just to have it? Honestly, I'd rather have a mime between either of those. Shouldn't have done this in that order, but this is exactly who I want, actually. So we're probably done rolling the shot for a bit. Unless it just gives me an ecto off rip. So we just hold that to block. Buy the voucher just to clear it. Roll maybe for a tarot. That's fine. Oops, I meant to get rid of one of the 6s. Crypt did better than Aura, at least, but still not what we're looking for. That's why I didn't want to roll.
Well met.
You might have to use the cryptid on the 6s. We barely even lost any score there. Why didn't you Aura a king? Because it doesn't matter. Let's do actually one of these. Alright. Stop rolling. We've already seen what happens. The seal or the spectral comes first. Like, whether or not it came right back around, it was the right play. Aura again. That helps immensely. It also gets me closer to Omen Globe. We considered using the Saturn mod to make scoring animations more bearable. I don't have an issue with the scoring animations work in the base game. So why would I need it? Again, we're getting, like, decent spectral cards, just not the one that I want. Let's see if we can remember what's going on here. We're trying to make 6s for Ecto. Let's look at our vouchers. 1 reroll. Need that. Actually, we might want the death on 6 to give ourselves more chances. Let's do this. Gives us more time to figure out whether we want to cryptid that or not. We've got a lot of space in our score. We just are running out of 6s. Uh-oh. That could have been all our 6s. The double in there. I mean, I guess the bright side, we don't die. Jonathan, thank you for the 6. Should you take Mime against the 6th Sense? I might take Mime over the Blueprint right now. I don't have to make that decision. That's a great voucher to find. The arm is not my problem. I actually want the red seals gone anyway. Or the non-red seals. Wait, I have space. And I have a cryptid. Do we have to pivot now? Probably not. Blocking, I think, is more important than getting additional blue seals right now. We don't actually care about blue seal value all that much. It does block against the act. Okay, well, if we have to start rolling these in order to maybe aim for polychrome. If we hit polychrome, we can go trib. We have 4 6s left. Foiled again. Ecto. Another chance at polychrome, at least. Look, we're gonna give ourselves the opportunity to make the pivot, even if it's not necessarily stronger. Lambda, thank you for the bits. At least it's not foil. Get this out of my sight. This happens at end of round, so this happens first. Ecto. Oh! Thank you, 6 cents. Just in time. I have 2 more 6s. Opens up a Joker slot for me. We've actually got a decent chance at naneinf now. We can start rolling again since we have Joker slots. Can also just play towards that for the time being. I don't have the cards to discard right now. Early Serpent. I have no idea what my scoring is going to look like. I'm going to take a quick cowards line here. Just to get a sense. Skips Eris, rolls, takes second Eris. Did I have the golden ticket when I skipped the first one? Also, imagine fixating on such an inconsequential part of this game. Okay, so we can play multiple flush 5s to arm that. We have Polychrome, but with the Ecto, I think we still probably want to go the Baron line. Third time's the charm, yeah. Guess it'll depend on how deep this mime is. I just don't really have a high number of cards to farm either the golden ticket or the mail-in rebate right now. Okay. I mean, we gotta go for it, right? It's now a 1 out of 4 for Perkio with a cryptid in play. I mean, these are pretty good odds for... I could just Ecto now. No. I don't want to commit yet, because it could land on the Baron. Here. I think we're gonna sell out of the Trib when we invis. Might be the optimal invis for this type of run, yeah. Because it's a 3 out of 4. Trib is so cool. Yeah. So it's making the funny number. I don't really want to manage glass on a, like, segmented run like this. We don't actually want to see a new Joker right now. Why am I rolling? Like, because we're going to have to start up casting Bean's tournament here in a few minutes, I'm just going for the Baron run. Huge. All right. Now where's the mime? We also need voucher skips because we don't have the retcon yet. Okay. Now we just need DNA. And we get to print a lot of additional money right now. Could go for Turtle Bean Bug, because we have the Ecto queued up, but we don't have the retcon yet, so that is limiting in terms of our ability to do that. We also, without the DNA, don't have enough cards to make that relevant. Like this. Geactor for a Showman. No, I don't want a Showman right now. We need exactly DNA. We have our 4 copy Jokers. Showman is unnecessary. Yep. We can roll, but we can't skip. Okay. Unlucky. 14 card hand with a 13 card deck. Sounds like a sick Balatro insult. Yeah, let's trademark it now. Where DNA? Jeez. I mean, we gotta farm up because we need money. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time before the next match starts. Hey, Roffle, Messi or Ronaldo? I'm American. Our football is oval, not circle. We did lose a pretty significant amount of hand size, but we still got some space. That's the best response I've ever heard to the question. To be clear, even if it were about football players, it's still a dumb and boring question. I don't care. And the people that do care are not people that I want to talk to. I say that as a sports fan who has played sports my entire life. Walk a rare. Welcome back. Troubadour isn't bad, but I kind of need the extra money to roll down for the DNA. I've never had this hard of a time finding a Joker before. What's that about? All right, after this boss blind, we're gonna have to swap back over to the casting, so there will be another brief interruption here. But maybe if the match goes quickly again, we can finish this afterwards. Joker's in the right spot. What's your go-to midnight snack? Sleep. There it is. Alright, just in time, too. Now we can pause again. I do need to find taros to start making steel. But first, the fact that these are lining up is important too, because that gives us like less of a chance of repeats, because there should be, we should see nearly every voucher. Okay, let's get this ugly foil card out of here. I'm tired of looking at it. I do think we'll probably need the Baron Hands to copy still. Yeah. So here and here. And we don't need to do the slowdown tech here because we only want to see one specific voucher, and it is retcon. Nice. That's the score we were getting with the bean, because this is basically the same thing as a turtle bean right now. And we've got a cryptid that's just kind of vibing. Oh my god. It was the last one. I don't know if there are any vouchers that I'm... You know what? There's... Oh my god, we could have missed. There's no magic trick, we could have missed this. That would have been catastrophic. Because it's only 3 vouchers left now, right? It's the 2 tarot, or the 2 merchants and magic trick. Jesus. All right. I do need to find steel, so I need to roll quickly to find a chariot. Turtle Bean, thank you for the raid. GG's again. We're just finishing up a run from yesterday. We have all of the vouchers. We have all of the jokers. We just need to make some steel, and then we should be able to get a pretty easy naneinf once we find the burglar in ante 25. So we're looking for chariot right now. Unfortunately, I did brick the first run, so I missed the 4 naneinfs in a row, but I think this is 4 out of 5. Okay, that's too much rolling. Do we need any other vouchers? Wouldn't mind Nacho Tong. I don't think it's critical. I think you can get by with Grabber, but not Nacho Tong. Yeah, you only need the Grabber if you take 2 Ectos. But also, like, it can come after ante 24. It's not one of the, you know, unlike things like antimatter retcon, you need those before ante 24. Also, Observatory. Observatory was not possible to get off of the voucher string because I'm pretty sure that Telescope only showed up during the voucher skip, so Observatory can't show up if we hadn't already purchased Telescope, so I'm pretty sure it was just Magic Trick. Yeah, Telescope was in the skip, so Observatory couldn't have hit. It was just Magic Trick. Yeah. Zevion, thank you for the 13. Use this to block. We're looking for Chariot. There it is. Alright, we got the DNA super late. We don't have to... Oh, that's a bad boss blind. I don't think we need to start making steel yet. Because I need money. And it's not as urgent. Whereas getting my money right is pretty urgent, given all the rolling we had to do to find this stupid DNA. So maybe next ante we start making steel just so that we have enough of it in our deck. But I need the money right now in order to roll for this burglar. Neat. So, how much money can we even expect to make over the course of what we have 6 antes to make like $3,000? Why so much? Because we have a lot of things that we need to roll for. Because finding a burglar is expensive. Rolling for Serpent is expensive. It's possible to have like $6,000, maybe $7,000 and still miss. I had 4.8 and didn't find him. Was that 4.8K spread over like all 7 antes that you have available to you, or? Yes, that's unfortunate. But yeah, that's why we need lots of money. Because we are relatively broke for where we want to be right now. How much money we need? Who can say? Definitely not me. But as much as possible. Thousands. The more money you have, the less of it is up to chance.
Well met.
Blended Bets, thank you for the 1 year. Look, I'm reading the announcements, Kali, even if Chad isn't. So I'm well informed, even though I already know the information. Chatters refuse to learn a singular thing themselves, though.
Well met.
D. Scott, thank you for the 4. Why not get more gold cards for money, bro? Well, because if I did that, people would ask me why I'm not making steel, so. Now I can just get both questions instead. Electric Wizard, thank you for the bits. Alright, I think we are going to be able to make maybe up to like 4K. Maybe we'll get caught in 4K. But not having to roll down is very nice. Well, now we're never going to get enough money since we're losing $2 to this blind. That's probably GG, isn't it? Taxes are getting to Roffle. Yeah, we need to lower the top marginal tax rate. Otherwise, how will this beautiful, beautiful money trickle down on top of all you lovely chatters?
Well met.
Fred, thank you. Thank you for the 9. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of yapping, so my voice is a little shot. Yeah, there's 2K. That's got to be a reroll. That doesn't matter. That's not fair. If we lower the top marginal tax rate, then banks in the Cayman Islands and Switzerland will see new deposits. Look, I'm a fiscal conservative. I just want to go back to like a time when the top marginal tax rate was something sane, like it was in maybe the 1940s or something. Don't look that up. Just agree with me. I'd prefer higher. I mean, it's harder to go higher than 90. Something Laffer curve? This isn't a joke to me, alright? Look at all this money. I'm the one who this will affect. Yeah, we did get retcon. So we're just hanging out until we get past ante 24. Seems everyone in chat knows, except for me, what the grand plan is to get naneinf. No. I can promise you, people have been here and watched it before and are still confused about the mechanics of it. So you're not alone. But you'll see. Don't foil me. Oh! That's 2 out of 4 rolls. Watch it like 10 times, still have no clue? Look, at least you're taking my advice and not attempting to learn from me while I stream. That would be catastrophic. naneinf isn't real, it's a conspiracy made up by big math to sell more numbers? Yeah. I'm actually scheduled for a talk with Joe Rogan next week to bring that to light. We're gonna take down the math magicians. Double brick, thank you for the raid. I don't need that. Don't label me, thank you for the super chat. When you do the video for this run, can you do the SpongeBob a few days later title card in between where the run stopped and started? I'll think about it. Wait. SpongeBob? Big guy? Pants? Okay. I'm gonna get DMCA'd for singing the entirety of that song. I hope Ice Spice isn't litigious. What was that about? It's the greatest song ever written. It's the soundtrack of our generation. Our generation maybe being like 6, 7-year-olds right now. It's just too easy, chat. Okay, we're definitely going to be over 3K. Thoughts on Mexican food? I have many thoughts on it. And I have high standards and expectations as a Californian, especially when it comes to the way the meat in my burrito is cooked. I grew up in a place where the taco trucks were so good and so popular. The city that I lived in paved an entire, like, took the dirt lot that they were parking in, paved it, put up a parking lot, and, like, put in bathrooms and all that kind of stuff. Good tortilla is key. Good tortilla is easy, though. Like, if you don't get the asada cooked right, it's just not going to work. If you don't get the right ratio of like, hot sauce to sour cream, you're also in trouble. And now, like... now they're, like, separate generations of the same families in the same... like, competing with one another... with their own taco trucks. It went from like 3 separate trucks to now there's like 8. And like half of them are the same family. Heel Scrap, thank you for the super chat. Feelings on scooped bagels. I don't believe that's a thing that exists. What are you talking about? You scoop ice cream, not bagels. No, that's a real thing? That's what you tried to tell me about apple cider donuts, and I refused to face that, so same thing's gonna happen here. Actually, I say that. I did have some Greek donuts just last night that were chocolate filled. It was basically like the ingredients of baklava, but like fried in donut form surrounding like a chocolate center. It was unbelievable. It had like this nice cinnamon sugar texture, but then with like the honey shell around it. That's not safe for work? Yeah. Yeah, put away your lowly apple cider donuts. There's real treats to be had here. Sleepy and Zuthis, thank you for the primes. Sure. A little bit of extra cash wouldn't hurt. Extra large blind, oh no. Go-to burrito order? Just an asada burrito supreme. But if I'm going to a new place and I don't trust their burritos, I might just get some asada tacos instead, just to see how their meat cook is before committing to a burrito. Because again, I have high expectations. Crazy that I'm eating a California burrito right now. I don't dislike a California burrito, I just don't think it's like as good as just like a properly done authentic burrito supreme. Do you like the spice? What else am I sending all these children to die on Arrakis for? Of course I love the spice. It's what fuels our interplanetary travel. Oh, if the spice is iced, we already discussed that that's the resulting in the song of the century. Did you play Dune Awakening at all? Wasn't the problem that no one did? But no. It looked fine. I just don't have time for an MMO now that I'm like an adult with real adult responsibilities instead of a college student. FunCon fumbled it? Isn't that like their whole shtick though? Like, that's not the first time. Being British and hearing you talk about burritos makes me sad there's no real Mexican food near me. I mean, that's probably a good thing though, right? Because I'm not sure that I would want to try whatever it is that the British are doing to Mexican food. So maybe you're safe. I'm sure you've got some great shawarma and donor places though, right? And again, I guess I do too.
Well met.
Baracko Barner, thank you for the 5 months. I would never get Mexican food from Britain? Yeah, I wouldn't get Mexican food from, like, the Midwest. I can't imagine. Again, whatever. I mean, at least you'll get some decent fries with it or something, because they just add fries to everything. The UK has Taco Bell now, so it's top tier. Yeah, Taco Bell isn't Mexican food, though. It's a different genre of food entirely.
Well met.
The Mali. Thank you for the 8s. They'll put fries in it? I mean, that's what a California burrito is, right? It's guac and fries, so it's not like it tastes bad with fries. I'm more concerned about, like, whatever nonsensical gravy they'll decide to throw on top, or mushy peas, or whatever. Jellied eels? Now you're just making stuff up again. Come on. Look, we go hard on the Brits, but we don't need to go that hard on them. Bob, thank you for the donation. It's real? No. As an American, when confronted with a reality I don't like, I simply deny it. It's written in our Constitution? Yeah. It's called the First Amendment. Thank you very much.
Well met.
JP, thank you for the prime. Enjoy paying the tariffs on those jellied or imported jelly deals. Oh no, whatever will I do? Alright, we are coming close to that target of $4,000. We don't have magic trick, like blocking and clogging our shops at least this time through, so I'd say it's likely but not guaranteed. Ante 39 is absolutely not possible from this spot, no. Moro, thank you for the bits. Congrats on the unseated naneinf, well done. We've got enough money, right? Surely. Getting too good at hitting naneinf? I know. Again, this is, I'm not getting good enough, though, because I missed the 4th consecutive one. So, streak ended at 3, but I think this is 4 out of 5 attempts. Maybe even 5 out of the last 7. And chatters still want to get into the argument about, it being mostly luck. Makes a casual run casual. White steak. Okay, whatever. Generally, Ante 39 requires a nat negative one of the main pieces? Yeah. Or repetitive bean bugging. Pretty sure you need 5 copy? Yeah. Well, not necessarily, right? Because the choke point is Ante 32. You need an extra copy of one of the, one of these left-hand jokers. So it's like one nat negative core piece, which is bear in mind Blueprint Brainstorm, and then one nat negative like support piece, DNA, Troubadour, something along those lines can maybe do it. But you don't need those to be nat negative if you're able to get the bean bug in play and be able to rip some extra ectos without much risk. I mean, vouchers can't be reloaded. You need voucher skips, and even that's outside. Then it's out of your control. Okay. You're right. You're just unlucky.
Well met.
Malik, thank you for the 4. Alright, we did hit 4K. So we do have a good chance of finding that burglar.
Well met.
Just John, thank you for the prime. Nice. Oh no. No, 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 no. Not a very big boss blind. It's very large even. Large is bigger than big. Voucher skips are not outside of your control. You can find double tags to increase the chances unless there is no voucher skip in the seed, which is very unlikely. You can say it was unlucky. Yeah. But if I say that instead of you, wise chatter, then I get called delusional. But you're absolutely right. Spectral Wraith, thank you for the 3. Most seeds are more than capable of hitting naneinf on white stake plasma. And you absolutely do have... Like, whether or not a voucher skip shows up is outside of your control, obviously, but you can make the voucher skips that do and are very likely to show up more valuable by having more money in order to get more colas so that you can, like we did, kind of brute force it. Obviously, we were one off and it did have a failure rate, but we didn't get lucky that we got the retcon there. We would have had to get extraordinarily unlucky not to get the retcon there. Unfortunately, Showman is worse for us. Because we're looking for specifically Burglar. Also looking for reserve parking. Oh. Wow, that was easy. That's good, too, because I'm very hungry. I have not eaten today. I do think it's still going to take another round. That was maybe the luckiest burglar I've ever encountered in one of these. But I'm very glad that we can complete this run now so that I can eat. I was like, less than $100? Yeah, it's making me look like a fool for wanting to get over 4,000. With Cryptid upstairs, we can do it this round? True. I just need to actually pay attention to this. Thank you, Doc, for popping in. And saving me 10 minutes before getting to eat. Maybe not 10 full minutes, but enough time. This will be my fastest 2-day 3 recording session naneinf ever. This is a weird one. There is a few interruptions, but we got it done. We don't even, like, because the DNA came so late, we just have almost nothing but steel. What's the lowest ante you've done naneinf at? Probably on Ghost Deck with the Perkio naneinf, would be my guess. But that's a better question for Doc Spectred, who has done it very early. But with that method, it's definitely feasible before ante 8 if you get it early enough. Speedrunners do it like ante 21? Probably, yeah, because you take the double ecto, which makes it so that you have an extra copy joker or an extra, like, on scoring effect, so you need a smaller hand size, which means you don't have to, wait till after, usually 26. There's a speedrun of naneinf at ante 8 set seed. I mean, there's speedruns of it faster than that. Like the computer assisted one happens much earlier than ante 8. It happens in like 5 minutes. HD Crockett, thank you for the 2. Set seed speedruns are so uninteresting. I think they're interesting early when people are like uncovering the routes. But as soon as the route is determined, it's just performing the actions as quickly as possible, which is less interesting than like finding the actions that save the most time from like my perspective as a viewer. But I think that there is something interesting in optimizing like the route, because everybody has the same information available to them, but the person that does it faster does it because they like find the correct path to get there. You think you could do a set seed run of getting the exact score needed to win? No, I don't think that would be fun at all, because then I'd have to do math, and that's illegal. So we need, what, like 44 in hand? Get this nonsense out of here. We can play at least 2 more hands. That nets 2 cards. I don't know. I'm not doing math. I'm getting dangerously close to doing it, and I don't want to.
Well met.
April, thank you for the 5. So we need to keep an eye on what this number increases by. Because I don't want to accidentally overshoot. +4 per hand. I'm glad somebody's paying attention. Thank you, Doc. Even when I'm controlling the mouse, Doc's still actually the one piloting the run. So we can do 1 more. Doing an exact score run be interesting for anyone? I think so. I think people would like to watch it. I don't think that I am the person to do that, though. So, I mean, it's your idea. Fire up OBS, make a video, enjoy several thousand views. Alright, we can't play another one. Send it. Imagine if Polychrome had a effect while held in hand too. Yeah, that would justify all the people that scream at me when I don't use Aura on a Baron build, though. So, I'm not sure that's worth the trade-off. Also, my internet just died completely. Right as we sent the naneinf hand. That was the worst possible hand for the internet to entirely die there. Now you have to watch the video. Corey, thank you for the 10 months. And that's why we always local record, right? Wait a minute. That's a big number, but not big enough. Guess we gotta do it again. Wait, is it possible? Hold on. This is shattering my entire worldview. Is it possible that Dr. Spectred isn't always correct? Oh, no. Not yet. That one doesn't matter, but it does take extra time. Look, now you'll all get to see the animations playing. You even had +3 hand size? No, that was the previous ante, wasn't it? Maybe I forgot. I don't know. Let's snooze the ads, though. Doc just wanted you to get a little hungrier. Yeah, you really gotta earn it. The stream shouldn't freeze on the last hand again. That was just like my internet just completely went out. Like chat was gone for me completely even. So it was both my upload and download speed were just completely gone for a moment. Cat gone a feature, not a bug. I mean, normally I'd be right there with you, but like watching my bitrate be at 0 was a little bit more concerning and maybe not worth the trade there. You can play +1 hand by holding a garbage card and then using a death at the end if you don't have garbage in the... Yeah, my deck is... Oh, I see. So I could have snuck by if I had a tower or something. It's fine. You have a 3D printer? What are you, the feds? Who's asking? Will this be a YouTube video? Who can say? Smash that like button. Or something. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Mr. Beastface? Gotta get that uncanny smile. Yeah, and the dead serial killer eyes. I guess that's what makes the uncanny smile. Make an expression like you'll die if you don't pass the blind? That's accurate right now. That's my face. What are we talking about? That is the case. Any minute now. I mean, this is everybody's favorite part of the run, right? It's the anticipation that builds up. Really gets you eager for that big number to show. I'm glad you kept 4,000 for this. Look, just because we didn't need it doesn't mean that we weren't always going to not need it. I hope he misses again. I can promise with 100% certainty that will not happen. Unless I choose to make it happen. Which I'm not going to because I'm hungry. Go eat, we can naneinf tomorrow. No. I think I'm capable of making decisions for myself, thank you. Especially considering tomorrow is a day that I have scheduled off to stream. So that's like net negative in terms of the time gain back on my life. Just got my first naneinf last night with the same build. Well done. Wait, you mean to tell me that the chatter named Tribule Perkio did not use Tribule or Perkio to get naneinf? Is Balatro the only thing you know? No, I don't even know Balatro that well. Who says I know anything? What was the draw to Balatro? It's a fun game. I wanted to stop playing Hearthstone. Tried to play for no content on Gold Stake, what would your win streaks be? I don't know. I've never tried it. Dark Magistrate, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Happy you're getting more sleep. That's true, Malf. There is more than draw to Balatro. You also have to consider the discards. And that card. Everyone's sleeping, fixated a little too much on discard and not that card. Slay the Spire 2 is advertising co-op? I know. I know. It's looking mighty juicy. Get Ran on the line? Way ahead of you. For some reason, though, it seems like Ran wants to, I don't know, troll himself by pairing with Dreads. So, maybe we'll have to figure out some other groupings. Just rotate through groupings of Balatro streamers to tackle the Spire. I'd watch that. And I'd participate in it. Alright. This time it'll work. All the triangles are love triangles when you just love triangles? Yeah. Oof. You show me a nice isosceles and I start to sweat a little bit. Tomato, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. $123 cards. That's a lot of cards. Big thank you to the burglar for showing up early so that we didn't have to roll the shop an unbelievable amount of times. You the real MVP. $6 of rerolls on burglar? Is that can't be real? That's way too fast. It was supposed to take 4,000. Chris, thank you for the super chat. All right, we did it. I am free to eat whatever it is you call the first meal of the day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.